In 1918, the last year of the Great War, a huge blast tore the air apart, killing 130 workers at the National Shell Filling Factory in Chilwell. Most of the dead were female munition workers, the Canaries or munitionettes. On average during the war, 2 of these women would die every week due to explosions or illness caused by the working conditions. During the Great War, Britain needed so many fighting men that women answered their country's call and went into the factories. These alien, aggressive, intimidating workplaces were filled by the women of this country, and because of their efforts, the country kept fighting and finally was victorious. The Canaries were so called because of their constant exposure to the explosive TNT and sulphuric acid. No modern PPE or health and safety then. They would breathe it in, touch it, taste it, and many sadly died because of it. These women would make shells, make machine guns, aeroplanes, tanks, torpedoes, rifle bullets, everything the British needed to keep the men in the trenches, in the air and on the sea fighting. Miss West was a cook at a munitions factory in London. Here is what she recalled.
Wednesday, my first night duty. Quite enjoyed it, though I felt very sleepy. Boys come in and out all the time to buy buns, teas, lemonade. And at 11:30 a big batch of girls come to the diner. The girls are very rough, regular cockneys, but mostly amiable, if not rubbed the wrong way. If they are, it is a billinsgate gone mad. The only thing then is to give them the hot, and they generally shut up after that. When they arrive at their work, they have to take out all hairpins and must not wear metal buttons or hooks and eyes. They have to take off their own shoes on one side of the shift room and jump over the barrier onto what is called the clean side in their stocking feet. There they put on danger shoes, which are soft and have no treads. Their work is filling cartridges for bombs. Woolwich is one huge slum, and in fact there are slums all the way between here and London, which is 1.5 hours by tram. The canteen is close to the firing pins, so that by day the noise is deafening, cups leap off the shelves, and every now and then the windows break. But I'm spared this at night shift. The workmen who work in the farther parts of the factory go to work on the weirdest little trams with wee little engines and trucks like Irish jaunting cars. Today I was shown over the factory as a great favour. First I saw cordite made into charges. Each charge consists of 5 or 6 little bagfuls and a core. Each little bag is shaped like a lifebelt. The quantity of cordite it contains has to be weighed to a pin's head. Even the silk it's sewn up with is weighed. Each bag contains a different weight, and the 5 or 6 are then threaded to a core. The core is made of a bundle of cordite, like a faggot. The whole charge is then packed in a box with a detonator. When I was shown the lyddite works, this is a bright canary yellow powder, and comes to the factory in wooden tubs. It is then sifted. The house is bright yellow, and so are the faces and hands of all the workers. Powder in the air makes you sneeze and splutter, and gives you a horrid bitter taste at the back of your throat. After sifting, the acid is put in cans and stood in tanks where it is boiled until it melts into a clear liquid like vinegar. Then it is poured into the shell case, but a mould is put in before it has time to solidify. This mould, when drawn out, leaves a space down the middle of the shell. Before it is drawn out, beeswax is poured in, and then several cardboard washers are put in. Then the mould is replaced by a candle-shaped exploder of TNT or some other very high explosive is put in. After this, the freeze cap is screwed in, and then 2 screws have to be put in to hold it firm. The holes for these screws must not be drilled straight into the detonator. If they do, things explode.